Guys, hope you're doing good. So I'm about to share something that I would have loved learning and receiving when I was just getting started, right? One of the biggest hurdle that I was facing when I was starting out was the fact that I wasn't able to sign customers. Okay, it literally took me 9 months before I signed my first customer, and it was all because I was deluding myself because of the courses I had gone through. Of course, I hate courses. I mean, I don't hate courses. I actually love courses. I love new information. But I hate the fact that courses that are cheap, $1,000 courses, they're sold with the idea that business is supposed to be easy. But it's not, okay? So, from the mindset that is sold in these courses, right? The business mindset is that you can do 20 outreach per day, reach out to 20 businesses, do it yourself, do it consistently for a few months, and then you'll be successful. But I went 9 months without signing any customers. So, I guess it doesn't really work. And for me, when you tell me that, when I see someone, when I see myself, if I can go back in time and literally give myself an advice is grow before you have to grow. Okay? Meaning make decisions that the person who you want to become makes before you get to become that person. Okay? Because when I look back, it's 9 months of revenue that is lost. Okay? Last week we made, $60,000. We collected $60,000. Revenue was over 70 grand. Imagine if I started making this kind of money in 2020. I don't even know where I'd be. I'd probably not be making YouTube videos, but I promise you, so your success matters, and you need to understand that it needs to be urgent. Okay, I promise you, sacrifice all the money you have, sacrifice all the time, quit your job, quit everything. Right? If your family is doubting you, tell them hey guys, as long as you guys doubt me, I'm not gonna talk to y'all. I'm not going to listen to y'all because I don't really care about your feedback. Just say, hey, Serge said that you shouldn't care about your family. Don't care about your family. I'm not saying don't care about them. I'm just saying don't care about their opinion. Unless they're making millions a year, don't listen to what they have to say. Okay? Go all in, because I'm at a point where I know what's on the other side. And if I can give you an advice is that it's worth the hard work. It's worth the risk. If I knew what I know now, back then, I would have quit. I would have never gone a 9 to 5, right? I spent 2 years at a 9 to 5 making 30 grand a week. No, 30 grand a month, And so if I can give you, and that's why I want to give you this training, because it literally can change your life, okay? So let's get to it. So how to hire a $3 an hour virtual assistant who can add 10 to 20K. In new monthly revenue every 60 days, okay? Why should you hire a virtual assistant? Until someone is running your outreach or taking care of some portions of your business dev, I don't think you should consider yourself a business owner. That's it, okay? What Grant Cardone calls people who are self-employed, he calls them that they're the master and the slave, okay? So right now, if you're waking up every morning and be oh, let me do some outreach, and then I'll do some content, and then I'll do some sales call, you're the master and the slave. You're not running a business, right? You just have an amazing hobby that you love doing, right? But you need to outgrow your current state, okay? You need to make decisions from the perspective of the person that you want to be and actually grow a business, hire people, okay? Now, what is a VA? For those who aren't aware of what VAs are, VA means virtual assistant. A VA isn't meant to do a specific task. They're simply meant to help you solve whatever problem you want them to solve or that you train them to solve. Okay? When did I start using virtual assistants? So I started leveraging virtual assistant after going 9 months without signing a customer for my agency, because I wasn't able to do the volume required to acquire customers, right? It was so good once I hired virtual assistants that I ended up starting an appointment setting agency. Okay, and by the way, at the end of this video, I'll make you guys a really good offer because I think I can actually help people start appointment setting agencies. But I'll need your feedback. If you'd like for me to add that to our program, let me know. But we can literally, it would be a plug and play 500K year business in 60 days. But check this out. So I started using virtual assistants I got really good at booking appointments for my own agency that it led me to ditching the actual advertising agency and starting an appointment setting agency, right? So I had 80 agency owners come to me and be like, hey, Serge, can you book meetings for us? I was like, perfect. I had 10 virtual assistants and they were managing 20 to 25 outreach campaigns every month of fellow agency owners and coaches, okay? So that's how I did it. When should you hire your first virtual assistant? Most people are like, hey, you should wait to figure it out yourself before you hire a virtual assistant. What's my opinion? I don't think you should wait, okay? Because a lot of volume of any process will get you better results than waiting to be perfect at something that you don't even want to be doing, okay? I bet no one has ever told you that. The thing is, you can wait to be perfect at outreach, but the thing is, you'll never be perfect at outreach because you don't love doing it. The only person who loves doing outreach, now I love doing outreach. If you ask me, hey Serge, go prospect to 200 prospects a day, I'd sit down, block out my calendar and just hit touch point 200 prospects. But do you know why? Because I just got paid 60 grand a week to do it. Wouldn't you love to do outreach if you were getting paid, almost 200 grand a month to do outreach? Of course you would. But the thing is, when you're broke, when you don't have money coming in, you don't want to do it because there is a lack of incentive. So my advice to you is cut the bullshit, okay? If you're not getting paid for it, you probably don't want to be doing it. So go ahead, find a virtual assistant, show them the little stuff that you know, give them access to some YouTube trainings, and just tell them, hey, do 100 to 200 outreach per day. I promise you, even if you don't even know what they're doing, they'll get you better results than what you're currently doing right now, okay? So I think that if you're doing anywhere from 0 to 40K per month and don't have a VA or multiple virtual assistant, something is wrong with you. So that means that from $0 a month up to 40 grand per month, if you don't have a bunch of VAs doing outreach every single day, then, just something is wrong with you. You just don't like to be successful, okay? Now, how to train your VAs. One is, I'd suggest that even when you do onboard VAs, so actually do the thing yourself. Like, you can't just hire a VA and just sit back and be like, oh, my VA is not performing. Serge lied to me. He said that VAs could do. No. Hire the person and make sure that beside them, you're actually becoming good or still doing it yourself. You don't need to be doing 100, 200 outreach to become better at it, but do 20. Talk to 15 people a day, right? Start 15 conversations, start 30, 50 conversations, but on the side, you have someone who's doing hundreds of outreaches. So it negates luck, okay? And then you want to use Loom, right? So the software that I'm currently using here to record this video. So I would record this. I'll show you guys the training that we actually have for the people that we place within our clients' companies. I'll show you guys the whole training. And then, share the videos with your VAs as well as other training material from YouTube. Okay, some people have created amazing outreach training on YouTube. Even on my YouTube, you can find some amazing outreach training. Right, you don't even need to go elsewhere. Right, and then, or you can send them to the TikTok webinar that I've created. If you want to launch TikTok, there's a 3-hour training. Or you can send them to Leveraging Paid Audiences video training on YouTube. Or you can send them how do we book hundreds of meetings a month training. I think I've created it already, but you have a lot of free training. Okay. The funny thing is that the stuff that I share on YouTube is the stuff that we're using to scale to a bunch of money every month. The only reason why people don't apply it and don't actually make the same money that our customers and that we're making is because it's free. Nobody values free shit. I swear to God, if I was just starting out and I could go, if I went back to zero and you were like, hey Serge, you don't have money, how will you make money tomorrow? I'd listen to this video that I'm currently making. I'd follow the script of every step that I'm sharing, and I'd start a 30K a month business, right? In no time. But you won't do it with the same urgency that I would do it because it's free. and because you don't have confidence that it's actually doable. But for me, I have the confidence, so I can implement it really fast, right? So you want to get them to implement and shadow them for 30 minutes per day for a few days. So the thing is, the reason why most people struggle with their virtual assistants is that they give them video trainings and they just say, hey, start doing outreach. You never look at what they're doing. You never shadow them, right? So shadowing just means you jump on a Zoom call, they start the work, and then you just ask them to share their screen, and then you look at what they're doing, right? I used to do this at my last 9 to 5. So I was a team leader. I used to train a whole bunch of people, which actually helped me made it easy for me to actually build a business, because I already knew how to lead people, how to manage people, all that good stuff. So I already knew about shadowing sessions. So now when we place people in I'll show you guys the training, but we spend 6 hours with the VAs that we place for our customers, okay? So we really keep them, we really give them fast feedback, right? So you should do the same, okay? And then once they're done training, once they're good at what they do, then just do a daily 10-minute session training, like a meeting, right? To track the progress, look at the day before, the performance of the day before, okay? And then you also want to ask them for an end of day update, right? You want to ask them how much volume, how many follow-ups, how many conversations started, so how many people actually responded, how many warm leads. So if you're asking for people to send you their email to send a Loom video, then that would be a warm lead. So you want to track those. You want to track if they left some comment in a Facebook group. You want to track booked meetings and booking links sent. Okay, so let me write it down. So you would track volume for the day. You would track follow-ups. You would track conversations started. You would track warm lead. Warm leads are people who give you their information. You would track what else? Comments left. This is if you're doing outreach on Facebook. You would track what else did I say? Booking link sent. Booked meetings. And then you would just ask them to write notes about their day. Right? So at the end of each day, 5 p.m. your time, 6 p.m. your time, just get them to give you all these numbers, okay? Every single day. For me, my growth team, if they miss 2 days of not updating this, I literally let them go. Right? Of course, if they have a good excuse, I won't fire them, but it's about standards, guys, okay? If you let people do what they, if you just let people loose and they just start doing whatever they want to be doing, I promise you, you will not build a successful business, okay? How much should you pay them? We currently are paying people $3 an hour plus a bonus per booked call. The bonus could be like $25. Or if you want to pay them per closed deal, you could give them like $100 per closed deal, right? The reason why it's not enough to just give them an hourly wage is because they have nothing to look forward to, right? The reason why us as entrepreneurs, we work so hard for so little at first is because we know that once it picks up, it really picks up, right? So we have something to look forward to, right? And the sacrifice of working today versus the outcome of, let's say, a year from now from the work we're doing is really big. So you want to also bring that into your company structure. You want to make sure that people can see a better future ahead, right? They can see that, if I do this really consistently, I may not necessarily get paid a lot of money off the bat, but if I keep doing it, then I build an amazing skill and I also get compensated on performance, okay? So that's that. Now, where can you find VAs? So one of the stuff that we leverage a lot is Facebook groups, okay? I've not actually done this because I have a team who does this, but you can probably just look this up, virtual assistant. I mean, if you were a dropshipper, then you would probably look something like this, and then you have 8,000 members. So these are like VAs who already know a lot about dropshipping. So if I was to start a dropshipping business, I probably would not go into courses. I would just find people who are already VAs who are already great at dropshipping, who have worked for other dropshippers, and I would simply hire them for cheap. Okay, but you can probably do something like this for outreach. You know, you have all these groups, right? You can easily find a VA for you to help you, right? Philippine Best Virtual Assistant Jobs. So you probably could join here, and then you'll find a few VAs ready to work, okay? There's also this website. It's called onlinejobs.ph. I think it costs $60 to $90 if you're in Canadian dollars. And then, yeah, you just come here and then you post a job. You just log in. I think we stopped using this because we've built our own community, but this could also be a great option. Just come here, sign up. I think it's free to post a job, but once you actually start getting applicants, candidates, and you want to actually see their resume, you need to pay in order to see it, okay? Or the third option, which is much better, is just come work with us, and then we can literally just let me show you what we have here. So we have a hiring database, okay? Because the way that we've built our program is that anything that can keep you from not scaling, we want to solve it for you. So we have VA applicants pool, a lot of VAs, all right? So all you have to do is like a self-serving type thing, right? You just come in here and you need a VA. Okay, so these are in training. So you would just come here and be like, oh, hey, Mark, I want you to work for me, right? And then you can see the training, you can see the resume, and then we'll literally assign someone to your business or to your outreach. Or to be honest, right now we're assigning 2 VAs for each customer because we want them to do a lot of volume. And yeah, so our stuff is better. They're in training, they're hired. So we look at how many people we've placed so far. This is the good stuff that we're doing, man. We're giving jobs to people. This is what makes me happy. Like, you know, the money is great, but it's like Queenie is happy, Mary is happy, Raymond is providing for his family, Maria is providing for her family, Diana is providing for her family, Neil is providing for her family, Abigail is providing for her family. No wonder we're gonna get rich when you start doing this thing. Look at how many people we're literally changing their lives. You know, when you give someone a job, you literally help them have a better quality of life, right? Some people might just see us from the front end, and we're making YouTube, and then we're posting IG posts or some stories about, you know, like dumb stuff. But it's like, you can't make money unless you're actually changing the world. You gotta help people, right? If you want to make $100,000, figure out a way to help 100 people a month, you know? If you want to make $1 million a month, you might have to start helping 1,000 people, right? But the value has to be there, right? And that's why, you know, our company is doing all right, because we're doing things at scale. We're trying to grow. We're trying to have an impact, okay? This is more than just making $10K a month. We're far beyond that, right? We want to change the world, okay? So yeah, that's it. So you can find VAs here. You can pay them this amount, okay? Just tell them, hey, I'll pay you $500 a month. Set up your end of day update on Slack or Discord, whichever platform you want to use. You have this Loom software to create your training, okay? Let me show you guys the training. So here's the roadmap that we've built for our training, how hiring a VA looks like, okay? So we have setting expectations, be informed, complete your requirements, right? We have all these steps, okay? Making it work with your VAs. The responsibility is yours to make it work. We tell this to our customers, okay? Hire slow, fire fast. Input, output, okay? When you hire a virtual assistant, make sure you give them everything they need in order to perform very well. But if after 2-3 weeks you can clearly get a feel that they're not a right fit, let them go, right? mission and vision. Just because they're VAs does not mean that they don't need to see a mission and a vision within your company, right? Great assets, and then most common reasons why people hire VAs and fail, and how to avoid them. So we have all this stuff. You can probably pause the video and read it. We have the video here, managing the VAs, everything you need to manage them, right? I didn't show you guys here, but let me show you real quick. Where is it? If you go to VA training, look at this. This is how many stuff we train our VAs on, right? Instagram prospecting for ecom, Facebook prospecting, conversational workflow, right? This is a lot of stuff. Facebook outbound script for ecom. I won't scroll because you guys will find the nuggets. LinkedIn prospecting, all that good stuff. Like, we literally do everything. I don't really know anyone who has this amount of depth when it comes to assets. Lemlist, creating a CSV. Like, literally your VA, when you get a VA from us, they take care of Lemlist, they take care of Snow.io, everything, right? Campaign troubleshooting, right? We teach them how to troubleshoot your campaigns to know why things are going wrong, all that good stuff, right? And then once they're done going through the training, they book a shadowing session here. We have a VA who's currently working on a campaign. They book a call with her, and then they look at what she's doing. Once they're done looking at what she's doing for like an hour and a half, then she'll spend an hour and a half looking at what they're doing. So they'll actually start the work and then do the work, and then be ready to do amazing work for our customers. Okay. So yeah, we have a lot of assets, guys. Like, when you become a customer, this stuff is getting taken care of for you, right? Now, if you're interested in having a team of trained setters, VAs, that you pay, let's say, $400, $500 a month, or if you're interested in launching an appointment setting agency, okay? Because I got this idea where I was like, well, what if I actually helped people introduce an appointment setting agency as an offer, right? Because I've realized that we have the knowledge, we have the infrastructure, and if you were interested in launching a $30K a month appointment setting agency, in literally 5 days we could help you and build a whole entire team of virtual assistants, 5 to 10 people ready to do outreach for you at first to get you customers. I think serving customers the ideal niche would be agency owners or coaches and consultants, okay? Or maybe SaaS, it doesn't really matter. Any business that needs, that has the potential to win big with outbound, so high ticket businesses. So yeah, if you're interested in maybe launching an appointment setting offer, comment below appointments, find me on Facebook, right? So I'll show you my Facebook. It's this one, Serge Gatari. Here's my link. I'll probably add it in the link below on YouTube. Comment under this video appointments, and also DM me on Facebook appointments, but add me before you DM me, okay? Add me on Facebook as a friend, DM me appointments, and you can say, hey, I just watched this YouTube video of yours, DM me on appointments, okay? And then I'll get you on a call with my team, and then we'll see if we can actually help you build an appointment setting agency. Yeah, have a beautiful day. Appreciate you, and enjoy. Bye-bye.